I'm recording this at 11 o'clock at night. This video is going to be very rough, and I have summoned no script for this video. There is a lot about Casey Jr. the movie that I do not like. Hate's a bit of a strong word, but there were some things that I wish had, gone differently. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. 1. Chapter 4 goes absolutely nowhere. Chapter 4 doesn't even really need to exist. It should obviously have been some sort of sequel. If you're going to create a sympathy story for the villain, that has to be some sort of sequel. You can't just shove it into the rear end of the first movie and expect it to work. Number 2, the circus isn't introduced until like halfway into the movie. There is like absolutely no buildup that this was going to happen. Number 3, Casey Jones should have played a much larger role in the climax of the film. He doesn't even speak in his introduction. Casey Jr. just explains who he is, and then the plot progresses. Number 4, the film is broken into chapters, even though it's a movie. Okay, that doesn't really make much sense. In this newer one, this is going to be a total of, we're looking at about 31 minutes or so, 32 minutes of runtime. So this next one is going to be completely full, not cut up into chapters. 5, some of the hidden references in the film don't even fit in the movie. My once golden, shimmering mirage now made me feel sick.
My once golden, shimmering mirage now made me sick.
Okay, that Gatsby reference was literally just shoved in there. That doesn't even fit. You just slammed it in there. Why does he feel okay with returning to the home that harassed him? Why is he okay with that? Number 6, 237's hidden backstory doesn't really make any sense and is not important to the plot at all. Originally, 237's backstory was actually supposed to be a lot longer in the director's cut. I'm going to try and explain 237's backstory as fast as possible. So this guy and this guy, they're the same character. This guy fell off bridge, and then he got painted to look like this, and then he became a sad and mopey asshole. I'm going to try and explain this without getting upset. So after the 10-wheeler replaces him, he was supposed to run back to his home in Jackson, and he starts selling cigarettes to other trains. And basically, he was doing this to get back at the railroad company that abandoned him. And that's so convoluted, stupid, and adds nothing to the rest of the plot of the film. And it's a Helltaker reference too. Get the fuck out. This came very close to existing. Bought the wagon, was ready to do it, but then last minute I realized I'm a complete fucking idiot. Oh, for goodness sake, another brain-dead idiot. Don't recall seeing your ugly face around here before. What are you playing at?
Great, more brain-dead idiots. Never seen your ugly face before. What are you playing at?
My amount of Helltaker restraint is close to 0, but it's moments like this where I'd like to think that I had some form of restraint. Number 7, some characters really should have gone with other designs. I don't really like the 804s and 060. I feel like it should have been something much larger. Same thing goes for 237. He's supposed to be an intimidating character for Casey Jr. to sort of fear. It's kind of weird that they're close to the same size as him. Number 8, Casey Jr. is allowed to leave the coal mine on multiple occasions. I feel like this really slackens the amount of sympathy that the audience can have for him when he finally achieves that moment where he gets to, go out and work for the freaking circus. Number 9, the 3rd chapter tries to establish that the events of Dumbo are unfolding at the same time as the movie. Would somebody please let me in my own train? Why? That's not at all important to the plot of the film again. Number 10, and this is kind of nitpicking, but the ball signals. The ball signals are a cool thing to introduce, but when you think about it in the scope of the film, it goes nowhere. It's introduced and then it's gone. Number 11, there's really not much of a moral to this film. Even if there is, which I guess you could kind of say that it's, you gotta make friends with the people who may not like you. That doesn't really make much sense, but okay, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna keep this video as short as possible. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Goodbye.